Close your eyes for a second and ask yourself one brutal question. Why do you wake up tired even after sleeping? Why do you promise change every night and repeat the same life every morning? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you lack motivation. It's because your energy is locked and your mind is running on old, invisible patterns that were never designed for the life you want. Right now, as you're listening to this, your body has more energy than you realize. Your mind has more power than you've ever been taught. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Energy doesn't disappear. It gets trapped. Trapped in habits you didn't choose. Trapped in thoughts you keep repeating. Trapped in identities you accepted without questioning. From childhood, you were programmed, sit down, be quiet, don't take risks, play safe, follow the rules. And slowly, without noticing, you stop listening to your inner fire. You stop trusting your instincts. You started living on autopilot. That autopilot is your old pattern. And patterns are dangerous, not because they are bad, but because they feel normal. You scroll without thinking. You delay without guilt. You settle without screaming. And one day, you wake up wondering where your energy went. Here's the key you must understand deeply. Your energy leaks wherever your awareness sleeps. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, energy leaks. Every time you doubt yourself, energy leaks. Every time you replay the past in your head, energy leaks. Unlimited energy is not created, it is recovered. Think about a child. A child doesn't drink coffee. A child doesn't read motivation books, yet the child has unstoppable energy. Why? Because the child is present. No regret about yesterday. No fear of tomorrow. No fake identity to protect. Presence is power, and power fuels energy. Your old patterns survive only because you keep feeding them attention. The moment you observe them without reacting, they weaken. The moment you interrupt them, they break. You don't need to fight your bad habits. Fighting gives them importance. You need to replace the state. When you feel low, don't analyze. Move your body. Stand up. Change your posture. Breathe deeply. Your physiology controls your psychology. Energy follows movement. Your mind was never meant to sit still all day. It was designed to create, explore, build, and overcome. Another truth that might shock you, most people are not tired because they work too much. They are tired because they live a life that does to excite their soul. When you live out of alignment, your energy drops. When you live with purpose, energy rises naturally. Ask yourself this: does the life I am living demand my full power, or am I shrinking to fit comfort? Comfort is the biggest energy killer. It keeps you safe but small, alive but not lit. To break an old pattern, you must break the identity attached to it. Stop saying, I am like this. Stop saying, this is just who I am. That sentence has destroyed more potential than failure ever did. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your habits. You are the awareness behind them. The moment you decide this version of me is expired, something inside you wakes up. Unlimited energy begins the moment you stop negotiating with your lower self. No more. Just this once. No more. I'll do it later. No more waiting for motivation. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Wake up and win the first hour of your day. No phone. No noise. No excuses. Move. Breathe. Focus. When you control your morning, you control your mind. When you control your mind, patterns lose their grip. Remember this. Your future does to require more knowledge. It requires a new standard. A standard for how you think. A standard for how you move. A standard for how you treat your time. The energy you were looking for is already inside you. It is buried under fear, doubt, and repetition. Break the pattern once, and you realize you were never weak. You were just asleep. Wake up. This is your moment. And this time, don't go back. And listen carefully. The reason you keep going back to old patterns is not weakness. It is familiarity. Your brain loves what it knows, even if it hurts you. Even pain feels safe when it's predictable. That is why people stay stuck. Not because they can't change, but because change feels unfamiliar. Your nervous system is addicted to the old version of you. Every time you try to rise, your mind whispers, who do you think you are? Don't try too hard. Stay where you belong. That voice is not you. That voice is conditioning. Real growth feels uncomfortable at first. Your heart races. Your hands shake. Your mind panics. That is not fear. That is expansion. Energy increases when you step into discomfort on purpose, because discomfort tells your body something important is happening. Most people wait to feel ready, but readiness never comes. Action comes first. Energy follows. You don't need confidence. Confidence is built after you move. You don't need clarity. Clarity appears after you act. Do something today that your old self would avoid. Speak when you usually stay silent. Start when you usually delay. Commit when you usually escape. Each small victory rewires your identity. Your patterns are not broken in one big moment. They are broken in quiet decisions nobody sees. When you wake up and choose discipline over comfort. When you say no to distraction. When you finish what you start. Energy grows when self-trust grows. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your energy drops. Every time you keep a promise, your energy multiplies. That is the real source of power. Stop chasing motivation videos. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Your life changes the moment you decide to respect your own word. Your body listens. Your mind follows. And here, something most people never realize, your environment is shaping your energy more than your willpower. If you surround yourself with low standards, your energy will sink to match them. If you consume negativity, your mind will mirror it. Change your inputs. Change your energy. Protect your mornings. Protect your focus. Protect your inner dialogue. Speak to yourself like a leader, not a victim. Instead of I'm tired, say I'm recharging. Instead of I can't, say I'm learning. Language programs identity. Identity controls behavior. Behavior creates destiny. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So build habits that demand energy, not drain it. Sleep with intention. Eat with awareness. Move your body daily. Create before you consume. This is not self-help. This is self-respect. And understand this clearly. Your old patterns don't disappear quietly. They fight back. They show up as excuses, as procrastination, as sudden doubts. That's how you know you're winning. When resistance appears, don't stop. Lean in harder. The version of you that you want already exists, but it requires a price. The price is consistency. The price is discipline. The price is letting go of who you used to be. And yes, some people will not understand your change. Some will mock it. Some will feel threatened. Let them. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be free. Unlimited energy is not about doing more. It's about becoming more aligned. Aligned with your values. Aligned with your vision. Aligned with your potential. When alignment happens, effort feels light. Work feels meaningful. Life feels alive again. So today, don't try to change everything. Just break one pattern. Win one battle. Keep one promise. Take one bold step. That one step will awaken something inside you. And once you feel that energy, you'll never accept a small life again. And now understand this. The real enemy is not failure. The real enemy is repetition without awareness. Days blur together. Weeks pass. Years disappear. Not because time is fast, but because your mind is asleep. Awareness is the switch. The moment you notice what you are doing while you are doing it, patterns lose their control. Next time you feel the urge to quit, pause. Don't react, observe. That pause is power. Most people think discipline is forcing yourself. It's not. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Your old self wants comfort. Your future self wants growth. Every decision is a vote. A vote for the person you are becoming. Cast your vote carefully. Energy multiplies when your actions and values align. When you say one thing and do another. Energy drains. Integrity is energy. That is why some people walk into a room and change the atmosphere. They are not louder. They are aligned. You don't need to dominate the world. You need to dominate your impulses. Master the urge to scroll. Master the urge to delay. Master the urge to escape. Freedom lives on the other side of mastery. And listen, your mind will test you the moment you commit. Suddenly you all feel tired. Suddenly distractions appear. Suddenly problems feel bigger. That is not coincidence. That's the old program trying to survive. Smile at it, then move anyway. You don't break patterns by thinking differently once. You break them by acting differently daily. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is identity training. What you do every day becomes who you are. So create rituals that wake you up. A morning walk, cold water on your face, 10 minutes of silence, simple actions, massive impact. Your body does need perfection. It needs consistency. And here, a truth that hits hard. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. If certain places drain you, limit them. If certain people pull you back, create distance. That is not arrogance. That is survival. Protecting your energy is a responsibility. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your time is your life. Spend it like it matters, because it does. Stop waiting for a sign. This is the sign. The fire you feel right now, that's not motivation. That is remembrance. You remembering who you were before fear taught you to play small, before doubt made you quiet, before habits put you in chains. You were not born tired. You were trained to be. So unlearn it. Breathe deeper. Stand taller. Decide stronger. You don't need permission to change. You don't need approval to rise. You only need one thing, a decision so strong that excuses sound stupid. Once you make that decision, energy rushes in, clarity sharpens, focus returns. Because life rewards courage with power. And one day soon, I'll look back and realize the moment you stopped negotiating with your old patterns was the moment your real life began. And hear this from the deepest place, your energy is not missing. It's waiting for leadership. Your mind is a powerful engine. If you don't drive it, old programs will. That is why most people feel busy but empty. Moving but not advancing. Alive but not activated. Activation happens when intention meets action. Stop asking, what should I do with my life? Start asking, who must I become today? Becoming creates direction. Direction creates momentum. Momentum creates energy. Every morning you wake up as a clean slate, but your habits rush in to write the story. Don't let them. Choose one non-negotiable habit. Something small but powerful. And protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Your self-image will resist at first. It will say, this isn't you. Smile and do it anyway. That is how identity upgrades happen, not through thinking, through repetition under resistance. You don't rise when it's easy. You rise when it's hard, and you move anyway. And yes, there will be days when energy feels low. That doesn't mean you were failing. It means you were human. On those days, don't quit. Lower the intensity, not the standard. Show up smaller if you must, but show up. Consistency beats intensity every time. Understand this deeply. Your emotions are weather. You are the sky. Don't let. Temporary feelings decide permanent outcomes. You don't need to control everything. You need to control your response. That's power. And when doubt returns, and it will, remember this moment. Remember that something inside you woke up, that you saw through the illusion, that you realize patterns are not prints. They are habits that can be rewritten. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for your awakening. The past has no authority here. The future is built by what you do next. So stand up today with intention. Move with purpose. Speak with clarity. Live like someone who respects their own potential. Because once you unlock your energy, once you break the old cycle, there's no going back. You won't settle. You won't shrink. You won't sleepwalk through life again. This is not a phase. This is a turning point. And from this moment forward, you don't wait for energy. You become it. And now let this sink in. Most people don't lack energy. They lack a reason strong enough to wake it up. When your why is weak, your body feels heavy. When your why is alive, fatigue disappears. That's why pressure creates diamonds. That's why purpose creates power. You feel drained, Not because life is hard, but because you're not fully engaged in it. Half-hearted effort creates full exhaustion. Decide to go all in, even if you don't know the outcome. Especially then, your nervous system responds to commitment. The moment you commit fully, your mind stops leaking energy into doubt. Doubt is expensive. Clarity is cheap. Clarity comes from decisions, not thinking. You've thought enough. You've planned enough. You've waited enough. Now it's time to embody. Embodiment is when your actions speak louder than your intentions. When your body moves before your mind complains. Do the hard thing early in the day. Win the morning battle. And the rest of the day bows to you. Comfort later. Discipline now. Your ancestors didn't survive because they felt motivated. They survived because they moved. Even when tired. Even when scared. That strength is still in you. It did disappear. It just fell asleep under convenience. Wake it up. Every time you choose effort over ease, your energy ceiling rises. You start realizing, I can handle more than I thought. I am stronger than my excuses. I don't break, I adapt. That realization is addictive. And once you taste self-respect, you'll never go back to self-betrayal. Because here, the harsh truth, nothing drains energy faster than knowing you could do more but choosing not to. Regret is heavier than work. Shame is heavier than discipline. So carry the lighter weight. There will be moments when nobody claps, when nobody notices, when it feels pointless. That's where real transformation happens. Winners are built in silence. Losers are loud with excuses. Let your progress make the noise. You don't need to announce your growth. You need to live it. And slowly, almost secretly, your posture changes, your voice deepens, your eyes sharpen. That is not arrogance. That is alignment. People will feel it before you say a word. And understand this. You are not here to fit in. You are here to become precise. Precise with your time. Precise with your energy. Precise with your standards. Raise your standards and your energy will rise to meet them. Stop tolerating what drains you. Stop entertaining what weakens you. Stop revisiting what already taught you the lesson. You didn't come this far to stay the same. This is the phase where you stop explaining yourself, where results become your language, where silence becomes confidence. And one final truth, the old version of you will try to come back when you are tired. That is when you must be most alert. Fatigue is when habits strike. So build systems that protect you even on low days. Prepare for weakness. That has strength. Because the real goal is not hype. The real goal is permanence. Not temporary motivation, but a permanent upgrade. And once that upgrade locks in, your energy stops fluctuating wildly. Your focus stabilizes. Your life accelerates. You're no longer chasing momentum. You are momentum.